Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Exciting answers. Here we are. Hi. Welcome. Good evening. Last time we left off with a lot of problems. Let me skim through really fast to know where we are. My mom was literally working at that office, and the team's office, and we still have Raven blaming herself. Yeah, that's how we were. In a lot of chaos. So I guess let's continue because this is there is still a lot of things going on. This time really nothing. But I have coffee, which is almost the same thing. No way. So this time there will be less interruption. So let's see if the people or the Titans will find out who is ordering all this illegal stuff. Or is it illegal even? For all we know, he might be ordering this food. Obviously we know it. Several realizing out of starting later, when the moon high mountain got a low ship and came into view. It was small, carrying a single cargo container on top of it full. Diving saw the name 543 and made it on the side. Yet, according to cyber database, the sunk 50 years ago during a voyage in the Bermuda Triangle. Obviously, that one of the case, but the name did little to tell the Titans who owned the vessel beyond basic suspicion. That's it. That's a shame. It's confirmed over the radio in a low whisper. They only bring in 1 or 2 cargo containers, unload them into trucks, and leave. In and out in 30 minutes. No one else to ride there. On the third and they disable the security cameras, got them playing an endless loop. Amber added. They are working now, of course, while he's looking over the entire dockyard, going straight to server. Nice job, Sai! His voice concluded spent. Nightwing could feel the smoke on Victor's face, but he had to keep them for good. Please, boy, in position. I just want that ship to leave, if it can happen, he ordered. Bismarck quickly acknowledged it, and disguising himself and the tiny bird, flew back to the water, and turned into a fish, disappearing underneath the waves. All the criminals calmly unloading the crates from the vessel seemed to notice him, and Nightwing thought to himself, things were going to plan. But he refused to let himself rest on his laurels. Here, of all places. After all, in other than things appeared to be going to plan, then they tended to go terribly wrong. High above him, handing me the largest of the North crates. Starfire rushed over the assembled criminals and they watched, taking note of their numbers and weapons. There was almost 10 North workers assisting dozens of armed men, taking inventory, making sure that nothing was out of space. Her eyes kept track of the few that had rocket launchers, everything on the munition that she couldn't take in right. Boy, what I lead? Starfire asked. A few moments passed before he replied. Get up! I come out the weapons, obviously, but there's no record of them in anything. Makes sense. What are they firing? We got. That's just it. I have no idea. Whoever made these things didn't want them alive. Cyber security is not top notch. It's been taking me a fight. Breakthrough. Do it. I don't want any surprises. I can feel the apprehension in the boyfriend's voice. He's concerned for his teammates' lives and safety, overriding everything else. It was one of the many things she loved about him. Despite being the weakest among them, he still fought twice as hard. Not harder. And everyone else she knew. She wasn't surprised she would take the test of unknown munitions. That wasn't to say she wasn't. Should the very fight break out, the weapons would be the first to go. Move it! Move it! I would like to move it, move. But one of the armed gunmen yelled out, as case of weapons and equipment were unloaded from the cage. Make sure these are nourished, and then that are come out of your paycheck. Don't touch me, you brute! Ricky countered as she inspected the rifle. We're getting pretty good money for this shit. Nothing I want to find out that these weapons are defective. Isn't that above the line let's go weapons? Like quality in a shard. Oh. So Lex is selling him weapons. Let's complicate things. Because it wasn't Lex, it wasn't Father Blood, it was both of them at the same time. The woman sounded skeptical. Wise man simply appeared not annoyed. Why did you get them anyway? Things disappear. Not the answer. Just showing the rifle in his hand. Like you, if you don't shut up and get those things loaded. So Lex is not selling it. They are taking it from Lex. Without his knowledge. I'm not sure about him not knowing though. Rather than appear intimidating, the woman merely rolled her eyes and shut the weapons case, and lighting the ivory stars to begin loading them. It was unmarked, with no logos or even a license plate to distinguish it, which is assumed to be a precautionary measure against watchful eyes. Dr. placed a ticking device in his hand. I didn't say he was such a story to the truck, and a loud commotion that ignited his attention back to right for 3. It's coming out! The government shouted. It was every available weapon was carried onto the cargo container. The pair of dog workers never survived inside the forklift. A few moments later, a large windowless metal crate was lifted out of its previous confines, and whatever creature it has, like repeatedly against the metal. What in the world? Cyborg asked in both curiosity and horror, as they scanned the box with every frequency. I'm not noticing anything in there. No cyber signatures, no heartbeats, nothing. Well, obviously something is alive in there. Sapphire noticing. I wouldn't call it alive, they were clarified. Ammunition in your voice. I wouldn't even call it that. Or more like whatever the opposite of life is. See? What I told you, whatever in the thing is, it's pure evil. He added, they rush across. Evil implies choice, knowledge, higher brain function. Whatever this thing is, there's no real of mind I can deny. Just an engine of pure satisfaction. I will pose that he was remarks, and it was run in their minds. Well, that's disturbing, that her father said. I swear to God, if there is a mini doomsday in there, well, kind of. Cyborg half joked, trying to somewhat lighten the session. Don't joke about that, man. It's fine. and Cyborg shamefully inside. Nightwing, meanwhile, kept his eyes centered on the kid, only for one particularly hard movement, so he knows the forklift, and onto the junkyard. Whoa! From my shoulders as he eluded the weapons toward the object, and continued to swirl and shake. The creature inside roaring unnaturally. The boy operator were eyeing carefully, even as the hand gunman lighting them to pick it up. Hurry up! Anything loaded. Now! But does it look like here? Hurry up! The side, the drivers moved the forces over, pick the object up, only to suddenly back off one to get moved again. With an angry gun, the gunman moved over to settle the worker, or to stop what the loud clang erupted from the right proceed. Then you start for me, hurry up, the voice shouted, as the old man stepped out onto the ship's deck. It was a young child, no older than 15, yet older than born. He was wearing a gray jumpsuit with a gray backpack, and a woman and another, and disdain. Is that one of Jake's teammates? I think it was Gizmo who was the boss one, who became the leader on its own. Oh shit! I mean God. Immediately recognizing the boy as Gizmo. Yeah, it was him. That's an attendant as well, and they weren't happy about it. What the hell? When did Gizmo get here? I mean, always him in the dark, right? Yes, explain now. As we demanded, and the next one paying cheeks began to settle out on explanation. I don't know. You wasn't here yesterday. He's lying. They went out of absolutely furious. It's a trap. I knew it. No, it's not. You think I want to work with these studios? And the two continued to argue after interrupted. It's not just Gizmo who the Starfire's world. From being Gizmo about 4 other criminals, they easily recognize. But most, the lawyers, is wicked and see more. Two jobs need just my not from S and a smart. They walked over but after the following case. The boy opened the transfer, with allowing the hulking man to introduce the box over his shoulder. The creature inside touched him out and roared, and for a moment, the room nervous escaped into Memo's face. But he just as quickly discarded it and placed it inside the truck. Now, come out short. God damn it, it's the whole high five! Cyborg got. From behind his mic, they could hear a faint sound of Cyborg firing his weapon. That we most understood and agreed with direction. The old hand hovering over one of his lieutenant's mouth, and he pouted. This had just gotten a lot more complicated. Nightwing? What do we do? Starfire asked. As we ran through the options in his hand, those were fine breaking out, and it gained exponentially, almost to the point of being a shot. And with that in mind, change the plan accordingly. In your plans, he replied, pulling out a winged thing as he did. We attack when I say so. His boy, disable the engine. Everyone Jinx, disable the tank, but don't destroy the small rules. Cyborg, Starfire, it was not in position. All it, understood. You read it, boss man. The boy shrieked in response. That he having turned himself into mouse to prevent the right purpose to eat. But Haven did not. Instead, Nightwing looked around, like to fight her, and he saw a dark miasma from over where the half-demon was hiding herself. Haven, calm down, Nightwing ordered. I'm trying, Haven answered out. That creature, it's messing with me. True to Haven's words, the creature inside the sealed cage crashed about even more, and appeared to sense Haven's distrust. Wait, so Having someone who can feel others' feelings is an infinite loop for the creature. Because all the creature feels in despair and it wants to destroy everything. We know it's a game. And the more people are feeling negative emotions, the more powerful it gets. So it is gonna have a maze back and forth between Haven and the game all the time. And together, girl! In caution, for the creature nest even more. High five, and the fellows had begun to pick up all the creatures in alienation, many of whom began to train them upon. Guys? The more nervous yet, his nose eye widening as he made up herself. But the boys did the same, but I'm always catch his face in preparation for a fight. In the beginning, however, he made impassive, as the other began to search the area. The gate tension about even more, covering itself from side to side, pulling the remaining gunmen to point the weapons towards it apprehensively. The workings were hard, as if these were turned off, yet they find no inclination in more many guns in the area. Hard to my powerful brains, the more current by pulling up the data, and pressing in. I listened to the burst from within the gate, and expiring whatever was held within. The killing claw was held from behind the spark. And the cage crashed about even harder. The more frowned and licking the voltage in response. Just a few months, crashing finally died down. The child apology waited a few more seconds before finally smiling and then cage up, dumping his finger as he operated the device. There we go! He said suddenly, rather than feel impressed or one of the smugglers, walked up to him angrily. You idiot! You just scared! Do you know how much that thing is worth? He shouted, with his mouth hard instead of backing down. Well then, how about you go check? I don't care if it lives or dies, or I will get paid. The way I see it, being it alive is your problem. We content and working the point towards the truck. The smuggler grunted angrily, before directing one of his men to check the container. Woman never ignored and stepped toward the gate, the money glistening from a nervous spot. She slowly opened the small sliding window and peeked inside, shining a flashlight in it. I don't. He started, on the young bug, and the creature slammed against the wall, in them. He screamed in pride, and the creature turned more and more. As was forming dents appearing, the creature attempted to break free. One end was slashed open with a large white claw. The single glowing eye peered out. The terrified smuggler before kill begin, but attempted into her to safety. That is definitely a Jurassic Park reference. I'm gonna shoot down what I've seen, like, I'm not gonna find it. Open fire! Someone shouted before a barrage of bullets rang out towards the cage. Boss! As he chased empty from the cage, and the creature dashed in pain, learned to fire stop at some point. Marginal stop for almost a minute afterward. Listening with a small cloud of black smoke, he looked out of the manure in the cage. They shouldn't have opened it. Cease fire! Cease fire! Few more shots rang out, after the order was given, and the Chinese watched silently as the criminal reloaded the weapon, and hoisted the cage out. Looking inside the cage, we get over a glimpse of the creature's corpse, but see nothing. What the hell was that? The raised mother asked her co-worker, and the co-worker turned to her. a waste of assets that in the man is fallen before turning Gizmo and the rest of High Five. I thought you were supposed to keep that thing contained. Nah, see, I got me to keep the chimpanzee from animal meat in Lunga. Do that. There's the boy Scott and right on the southern shore. Cops, that's under charge. Keeping that thing alive was the last thing on their mind, given how dangerous it was. Lieutenant, the more button on his back. The thing gave me the creeps. This became remain silent and impassive alongside about the unknown bubbles. Until more and other criminals began to argue. Casuals meanwhile, until they caught everything. What the hell was that? King asked. All the casuals saw the seconds come out and managed to peek inside the cage, and it was me in the top. One getting the white cloud and ran away, and they were utterly lost as to what the creature was. But what seemed Ruby and Jim Powell will know. Everyone meanwhile seemed to calm down and the man more around her face. Hey man, you okay? Somebody asked. And of someone, the omnibus responded. I'm fine, whatever the thing was, the fact of my mind is gone now. He was admitting, and I think sighed in relief. He turned his attention towards the criminals. They were beginning to pay off and leave, and Nightwing began to issue orders to attack, although the lieutenant with alarm, and he began to suddenly disappear. The High Five and the smugglers had just this as well, wondering where the black dog teleported and gone. My skin? I asked. I removed trestwho, and it was itching to kick in. It really turned around, just as a dog posted opened behind him, from which the supervillain attempted to deliver a kick to Nightwing's head. Nightwing easily caught it and saw it begin against the wall, on which the container he was hiding behind. He prepared to punch begin in the face, only for the supervillain to smoke and teleport away. Nightwing managed to stop his face from taking the aluminum container, and immediately both the villain to his ear. Silence! Go! As he gave the command, shout with criminals as the moment taking out. Don't begin to fire outside the cut and began splash and starboard. And the flash of metal allowed me more as he turned into a blue whale from beside the white Pacific. God damn it! My ship! The voice hanging out and Starfire don't track his fire. Go up, you can see the Lord Rocket trying for cover. As she armed and the armed and dangerous criminals fired at her and her teammates. The one with the rocket launcher continued to fire on the weapons towards her, while others fired at her friends. As she continued to roll between the rockets, she saw Cyborg burst from his hiding place, and finally suddenly killed as a group of mercenaries. The burst being harmlessly over his chest, while someone wheeled and then flying back, while Merce grabbed hold of a 50 caliber machine gun, and we were firing it, forcing it Cyborg into cover. But Hero then erected a shield for the heavy round. Get her, but she was obviously superior. Kings began throwing hexes towards their opponent. She took a pile of wooden case with one, causing them to topple over, and caused a group of mercenaries into unconsciousness. So, Starfire, hurling out of the way of one of the barrage of rockets, threw some towers, attacking the shooter and center back, throwing the weapons out of their hands, and the rest out of the log. The heavy machine gun turned to fire at her, only for being named to suddenly strike against the man's head. Detecting him, so he looked for a sneak from the boy, throwing himself around the man and crossing. He then screamed in agony before losing consciousness. Then the racing boy turned himself into a gorilla, followed on a few more criminals nearby. Bunch of amateurs! It was not, and a fourth spider like an egg, lighted from his backpack. Sessions were in the meeting the hired rules, social order. And if he didn't like soon, then everything would be a boss. He needed to the start, where he saw that despite the person trying to start the vehicle was thought. Suddenly, his most unfortunately lifted one of the fallen masters to his feet. He ran into his knife. Get you and your man out of here, Yoda before throwing him back. What are you going to do? Master asked, while getting himself to his feet. Our jobs. The boy looked at Mouth, and the boy looked back at the little black hanging in the car. The bomb was picked up in a nearby shipping container and tossed it towards Hero's ship. Handling it and forcing Hero and Jake to its cover. Simon dove out to cover as well. Osmo proceeded to charge through the concrete pillar he was hiding behind. The maturity young adult retaliated by morphing his fist into a giant club and throwing bubbles across the door, thinking him around. Oh! Almost got it as he said it himself. Then, the confident smirk on his face, he gained his neck and began to circle Simon. For a beautiful man, you eat pretty hard. Oh! I can do a lot more than he thought, Mammoth. Simon started by flexing his arm back, with the one that saw most of the riders charge at each other, they engaged into a brutal brawl. Throwing punches, kicks, elbows wherever they could. Nightwing, meanwhile, was engaged in a fierce melee with villain numerous, with his many clothes. Next on supervillain assaulted customized from all sides, with each clone being his own individual. He made combating an all-at-once challenge. Concerned mate, they said as he noticed one of Nightwing's punches and attended with the king. When the superior person to catch up, catch and build, following the man into one of his many clothes. I always expected the fact that he kept up so much without powers, jobs. All it looks like I want your approval. I mean yes, as he explained away from a pair of many clothes and him from the side, holding them to hit each other instead. The springboard and off his hand and slammed again. This time throwing a tail of magnets into the different clothes. But in that last day, it exploded into concussive blast and knocked the clothes back. No, I just forgot to count it, really. But seeing how the two of the clothes were out of commission, Philip generated two more in the face, and was none the worse for fear. He wanted to throw the titan leader from all sides, seemed to produce more and more clothes at the same time. Here, they continued, you are interfering with my work. Tell me what the man gets paid. You know there are other ways to use your powers legitimately, right? I mean, historically yes, as he does with several close moves at once, protecting with his own in kind. Yeah, I know, but when the following death, they smelled at his own remark, but I mean, signed respectfully, and the further thoughts were interrupted by repeated thoughts. By the burst close. Watching Nightwing thrown out against Fred, and leap away in the ensuing confusion. He moved forwarding in the direction of Beast Boy, and an accurate mess from his hammer singular eye towards the Titan. Turning it by turning himself into peril, Beast Boy flew forward in retaliation, leaping back and forth to prevent the ocular mess from striking him. Once he got so close enough, he turned into the gorilla, a two powerful punch, and was able to generate a force field around himself from his eye, pulling the fiery fist to recover back. Ah! Bill got it, and he turned back to normal, seeing his face. That's hot. What are you to me? Seymour replied as he found another ocular blast. He made more quickly launched and by turning himself into mouse. But might not been a few things fast. Going forward to meet this problem, Seymour turned himself back to normal. That was alcohol. No, letting Seymour turn back. Changing the initiative, Seymour took another punch into his gun, going Seymour to the other level over. Then, at the time I hit his main back for another blow, Seymour shot his head up and shot Miss Boy square in the chest, sending him flying back. Yeah! He screamed as he flew into a pile with a boxes. Miss Boy! Ava screamed as she fell off an attack from Kid Mickens, as she teleported back in from behind her shield, and threw a punch towards her. Ava knocked underneath and attempted to fire a flood of psychic energy at him, retaliation, only for Mickens to pull her away. They were gone before looking underneath one of Jinx's thrown hexes, making one of the few remaining mercenaries attempting to assist high fire. Hey! Watch it! He was shouted again toward the Paramount Pavilion. You watch it! He saw that Ashley threw another hex toward the group of criminals, taking their guns in their hands. And pay attention while you are at it. They were gone. Her face glowing, only for another mastermind to make himself known. He was attempting to jump out of the demon's vehicle, and he was nonchalantly left the man out with the dark canyon before moving on. It's gonna tell me real. People don't think Gizmo attempting to assemble a piece of machinery. He then ran towards her from my teammate, holding Gizmo to know what he was doing, and I confirmed with a jump in mechanical light. Hello, Jinx! Gizmo said, with a nipping from his voice. Long time no see. She prepared to not seeing you again, to be honest. He admitted, and she threw her eyes towards Gizmo. The young boy scowled as he leapt to the side, pulling out a pair of energy pistols, strapped to his backpack, and began to fire towards Jinx. He looked for cover behind the cooking slab, laying her hand down, and Gizmo continued to fire. That's yourself now, are you, Jinx? Gizmo taunted, voice muffled by energy blast. Think yourself a superior now? You're fast small non-main, you're nothing more than a no-good character. As I tend to your idiots and have to live in your writing all the time, he shouted and a plan quickly formatted in her hand. Plus, I nearly blinded myself, saying it in your mouth hand all the time. It's a medical condition! Gizmo shouted as he played his final lines with the jetpack, flying up to get material and continuing to fire at his former teammates and forcing her out of cover. High above them, Starfire having finished with the building criminals, continued the chase of the fleeing gremlins. All the twists of herself and the screaming cyborg flew by her. The marine left the ghost him and turned him to the ground. The most lifting of forces and charged towards the camp for it first. Starfire responded by firing a grenade beam of ultraviolet energy, taking the forces and sending Momo healing back. Cyborg soon joined her in the assault, fighting his own scale and high perspective. Almost flat in the ears and in pain, as he held to keep his makeshift shield up, but eventually the pain grew too great. He let go to try and defend the Lord. Allowing Starfire attacks gave him death cancer. He moved against the cooking repeatedly before pushing himself up, spinning dismissively as he did. That's all you got? The would end before turning towards forward once again. Starboard looked at Starfire and Lily, and the two charged forward to meet the brute alone. Laying underneath the rubber gargantuan face, Starboard uppercutted, while Starfire fired several starboards into his back. almost screamed in pain, and twisted around, only for Sapphire to fly above his head. Looking down, just as Cyborg lifted him up from the maze. Almost had invaded on the cocaine hard enough, started catering, almost merely ground, and swapped Sapphire away like a basket fly. Oh, Fabi. There's a lot to go. But we are fine. After moving someone to the air, before alighting yourself, like a monster with her hands glowing bright green, you took an opportunity to look around the battlefield. Her friends were still fighting against a member of High Five. The rest of the master were long gone, but the truck still remained behind. With no one trying to make off with the evidence, they were taking the time to prevent anyone from outside destroying it. The fellow looked to where that was currently engaged. The matter of many clothes. It was no more keen to the committing again, than a series of fights. But that was beside the point. Making a decision on the fly, I find money goes bright again. But bright came, as she flew toward the commandant at top speed, plowing into the surprise many clothes, and carrying them at blowing pain. And they had anything to say to themselves. The fire united with nice wing, and took stock of his injuries. You are hurt, he noted, but I mean merely shook his head. I'll be fine. The truck? Yeah, here you are. Everybody is pounding air from messing with it. After moving glass around, to look at the assembly milling clone. How are we going to meet him? This can only make so many clones at one time, before he overloads. I replied, he's nearing that limit. After a minute getting on to life with that, smiled and pulled it back out. Then saying your word, he flew right down and he fired several starboards in repetition and made numerous, and in many clothes, forcing the one not directly hit to drive away. At the same time, diving through several corrosive wingings and city. Why you little, freak out, educated more clothes and send them off their more heroes. Then I spaced and fell deeper within the maze of shipping containers. They had to let me race towards them. Occasionally more would turn around and fire back, forcing me to carry more clothes to compensate. Finding the back of his mind was meaning to form, but he shining low as he got into his pursuit. Eventually, the blow of clothes came across the land. So then turned around, duplicated more and spread over the rest of his clothes, letting the ship across the land over the head, with lightning and starfire on the other side. They smoked, then threw the container towards them, only for the Tamarian to immediately catch it and place it to the side. You know, I think I forget how strong you are, Starfire, they admitted. Thank you, Starfire exclaimed jubilantly, as her eyes glowed. Two of the other she fired beams of ultraviolet energy out of them, making multiple many clothes at once, forcing the other back. At the same time, as we destroyed the net from behind them, having the clothes from both sides. Feeling alarmed, they started to gain more and more clothes with the extra bundle. He said all the money increased, and he powered through, as effort at all began to weaken. Why did you all just give up? They suggested, and started to pushing through. I promised that he never got to finish his sentence, and then we tossed several bundles of small discs into the crowd of clothes. These acted themselves across their mothers, and many didn't even have a moment to guess what they were, and the electricity outgoes to them. They skated early from the crossing. It goes climbing before, one by one, the meal possibly relating with the original. Each reunion was made to seem even louder, and one of the final cold joined him he fell into unconsciousness. I will tied him up and changed him into Singapore, at which point my father lifted him up and flew them both to the battlefield. His mind wanted the other side beginning to turn in their favor. Meanwhile, continued to fight against Seymour. The young man attempting to simultaneously himself into his fortune, but attaining his ocular blast. Meanwhile, Anderson attacked his opponent, with seemingly no regard to the hit he was taking. Content with merely riding Seymour down. Evidently, running by the village heavy burst and silently told the outfit the technique was working. He was, however, holding several wounds on his arms and chest, something that the Titan would always look at later. We are almost at the stopping point. I have to power to it. But here, my tune is not the best at the moment. I see more fire yet another blast at me, boy. He turned himself into a rhino, and charged straight to the attack. And knowing his force field wasn't enough to stop the charge. Seymour enlarged his eye like a balloon, and he tried to fly away. All the force of the tall attack take him down and into Beast Boy's path. Seymour flew back from the east, coming into a metal wall, and takes his helmet from the nail. His real face completely too wide, was briefly exposed before he fell into unconsciousness. Other than that, his Beast Boy turned back to normal, began to lose his injuries. At the same time, almost was thrown into the wall next to Seymour's unconscious body. Before the move to reorient himself, that moved him off, and there was a flying knee into his gut, causing him to tumble over. Now then proceeded to run off the man, repeatedly over the head with heavy cybernetic fist, finishing off a day's mammoth with the water kiln. Charles may wrestle the mammoth's mind, and for a moment, he skinned before falling over. Good headed, someone remarked as he helped Beast Boy tie the 2 million up. Far away from them, they were continuing to fight against his wicked, but being sensitive and throwing magical strikes towards him, while he continued to dodge with his portal. Eventually, he formed a portal under his table and attempted to pull her in, only for Raven to turn around and reach through the portal and get him in turn. Surprised, Wicked demanded that he was gone, before Raven possibly pulled him through with a sandhill. Then, with the thought of the fate, he slammed him repeatedly against the ground, before throwing him against the truck. So next, Raven proceeded to bombard him with dark magic for several moments, the hint of magic skin appearing, before she stopped herself. We stand at her for scan seconds, before falling over, unconscious, and after Raven confirmed he was alright, she wrapped him up with magical chain. He ordered him for a few more moments in the contemplation, before a large kicking sound and redirected her attention. He found the source to be Jig, having enacted her plan to get more along several wires from nearby cage. The wires were tended and struck him off, like he was fine as well. Yet despite his obvious predicament, he was to thrash and curse at them, like the child he was. You let me out of here, this is not human waves, Neverland, and Cypher tied him up and knocked him down. Lying on his back, he must stand up defiantly, and the Titans, he must stand up defiantly and the Titans. And they stand down upon him, hurling them and called indifferent. Wasn't that the other way around? Oh no, he was lying on his back. And they removed him now. Okay. You are not in a position to demand anything anymore. And we reminded him and he rejoined with the others. Seeing Beast Boy stayed, he carefully walked over to check his wound. But he waved her off and smiled instead. Simon answering a command and towards the check of the truck. The Titan leader began his interrogation. Now then, I will continue. We have a few questions for you, if you don't mind. Oh, like you're going to answer your stupid questions, the boy replied. As we sat for a few more moments, following. I figured as such. I mean, that's too long. I looked at Haven, sitting his hand toward the animal. The young genius felt a pang of fear rush to him, and a furious half demon towered over him. He oriented her body to unnatural levels, like tendons and acting out of her body. And her wounds covered her face. Ah! And initially it sounded like a crew. Yeah, it sounds like a crew. And we have seen it in another time. Seen that before. Hey, what are you doing? The more people asked. I said that finally get away. Zombies. What's the matter? He was asked, her voice sounding warm as a glowing appeared, revealing a timid other shadow underneath. Afraid of a little dark? The middle morning, Dennis themselves on a gizmo, about to slowly let him inside. Yes, and seemed in pride, as she could let him forward, rather than looking solely on what. Jinx, help me! Gizmo back, on Jinx, knowing the game of the Titans were playing, she cried. Not until you tell us what we want, reminded him. And the words grew ever closer. The more played more than a time. Realizing. Alright, I talk. As soon as he said the words, Favorite immediately let go. I turned to normal. Rather than following the team, the more taking the time to bring his meeting back under control. Before returning that again. What do you want to know? What's that? As we began, when did you and the rest of the high five started working for Mother Blood? Blood? The boy replied, you would think I would remember that freak after what he did to me? As if. You are lying. You will do anything for him, but or to save your own skin. He pointed it out. You wouldn't answer, like a top. Continue. So tell me, which is it? Gizmo remained silent, apparently unwilling to answer. The sigh. Lightning snapped his fingers, and I remember to shout again. Only for Gizmo to really up his composure and beg. Alright, jeez, he said. He looked a few seconds back and continued. Look, I don't know what he wants. He and the five were hired order recently. Supposed to make sure that you wouldn't try to interfere. Get a job there, haha. With more a joke. Yeah, sure. Laugh it up. You won't be laughing once it's bad works. The more declaration that hasn't grew silent. And hasn't him down. You know what this game is? Talk now. Everyone demanded. Forcing him up to a face. The more looked fearful walking on. Only this time Jinx took the young minute away from her. He sat her down. Before looking at Gizmo. You heard the lady? Talk, he said. Gizmo paused. One day, whether or not he would think he's chatting with the Titan or with the case members who had hired him. If he gave us a hate with Dash, he made his choice. He didn't tell us nothing, didn't even know I was working with the guy until we were halfway down. On the max, they like to talk. but they didn't think I was listening. They didn't know much either, but all they knew was whatever blood spat is, they wrote these things. Kind of loses in there or something. The creatures? I heard. And in Merlin. What are they? Lady, I have no idea. The Gizmo directly answered. If I were you, I'd get out of the city before it makes whatever he wants to happen. Actually happen. Then he got the Gizmo for a few more months. So they came to see if they could get anything else. They could get anything else. So one thing Cyborg was joining them. The problem was on his face, and the time was single later man. Bad news, guys. Cyborg said, "Your parents destroyed most of the evidence. All I got was this. Can you get into it?" Gizmo asked, sounding disappointed. I could, but without the execution key, it would take a long time. Security, I'm interrupted by a squawk from Gizmo, and he lifted up him off until he can start him over. Ignoring his indignant shout, he tore off his backpack, no panic. Pushing her hand inside before grabbing a small old machine and tossing it into the timer. How did you... Gizmo began. Please, you and I both couldn't help yourself. Ah, there's a mistake here. Please, you and I both know you couldn't help yourself. We may be silent for a moment. Alright, you got me now. Someone nodding in days, and the USB for how many transactions is found none. The another in process with memory back, while we keep tracing the instrument. Alright, I'm in. Hey, James. I'm from Seoul. Oh yeah, I remember. Cyborg had a ring that he made in this guy as a villain. And his villain name was Stone. He presented the high five. I remember now. Ah. That little name drop totally going my memory. He decided with no spark. Cyborg pretended in amusement. I saw the title Lunar Gizmo. So, I'm going to jail, aren't I? No. You're too young, dude. Gizmo replied. You're going to Yuri. That's the same thing. I mean, kind of, not fully. But from what I see, you know what? Let me see what we want. You know what? Let's go on the way. I could have stopped here. But me, I'm finishing up. They are the number criminals. Let me some beautiful. I can find anything. Fine, we don't need this much session anymore. We are enough to keep it on as much as they could. Transport managed to escape. Both of the operations, but overall, Lion and Jinx considered the operation a success. Cyber was already loading greater information into the legacy server, the Titan server. The boys were loading the aircraft accumulators into armored cars, putting them for the detection, or confiscating anything they could get their hands on. So, what now? He asked, leaning against the building's exhaust pipe. Just get the cipher and go buy everything. Someone replied. It'll take about a day or so with everything that's on here. And once we do, the mother of blood will be very pissed. Someone smiled brightly. He couldn't help but share into enthusiasm. Even when they were enemies, the Samaritan was always infectious. He then turned his attention towards Haven, who remained offset from the others. Yo, not a moody over here there, he called out. What's up? Haven turned to Ringo and James for a moment. He was sighing. You're thinking about everything. The creature. Don't remind me for some reason. Any idea what it was? It's weird. Say much correct. No, I don't. But that's not what scares me. That the directed their protection towards Haven. Who do you leave back? And continued. Before his man attack, something was sent out to it. Whatever the creature was, let it conduit for dark magic. Magic, I recognize. Yeah, that can be a terrifying thing. What do you mean? I mean, yes, but I'm is growing. But they will look back at him carefully. He mentally understood. The magic was the same kind that I used. The kind I get from my father. There was whatever was like related. The math finished, and for a moment, no one knew what to say. Kid. And James tried to move into silence. He didn't tell that means what I think it means. Possibly, that we meet admitted in the group. My god, it's Marvel. He was looking at Haven. And Haven, you have nothing to fear. Suffered the crowd while walking over to including this old Haven, knowing her. He can get to without going to you, and you are the strongest person I know. Am I? Haven asked, making you away from Sapphire. I am a time bomb. I lose control for an instant and he gets in. What if all that's been going on has been just to get to me. All the stress and anger and fear. Hey, trust me, with more intelligence, and place his hand comfortingly over the shoulder. We are not going to let it happen to you. We are your family. The Titans following Beastboy's example, minds warmed into one's heaven. He looked upon them with what seemed to be like ages. He was sighing and smiling in turn. You good? He asked, but she felt the moment was done. He will look back at her and sighed. Maybe, but everything goes down, I'll be fine. Sorry for loading to apologize. I get it. I'm not the most successful person on the planet. If it makes you feel any better, I can steal a piece of candy that you're shopping. Then I sat at her blankly. Really? Someone finally asked, and he shocked. God, it's a piece of candy. Who cares? Besides, a year and a half ago, I used to rob banks. That's progress in my book. It kind of is, but Cowboy side as well. And in the other titles. We're surprised how well Raymond actually tackled. He smiled triumphantly at this before setting her up. But it's been fun, no? But I better head out. Then you are leaving already? I felt easily. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it was nice to see you guys again. Especially if I'm away from Johnson for a long gun. Depends without asking questions. Ciao! And don't forget she has her own boyfriend. He swam at the Titan as she yellowed. Then in the moving curve, and she jumped out from the rooftop and out of sight. Both of them wanted to extend an invitation to her for the next day's festivities, but at the same time, knew she wouldn't accept it. This didn't seem to be the time of God to birthday parties. Are we going to celebrate tomorrow? Now that we possibly know what Blood is planning, we will tentatively ask the lovers. Maybe not, is more admitted. But the way I see it, if Blood anti-plan needing of you stepping out of the stairs he has scored, must be to contact him is to make yourself access. You're playing his game, and play a different one. Celebrating Joey's birthday might be the best day for us to do that. Are we gonna have the best day ever? Us too? As fans meet more sad, there is no party like Tasha's party. If I goes in, it was mine. Exactly. And in that case, not try something, you go in and get that. It doesn't mean we should let our guard down, but we interjected, as they are at the secondary section on the north. Pressing a button on his gauntlet, the T-Stab broke to the water surface, then found the canopy, allowing the Titans to hop inside. Side, I want to go to surveillance on the blood cathedral. He does anything? I want to know about it. No, never responded. As he opened into a pile of seat, stepping his traffic. I will also start forwarding the information out to friends in the media. Get him so wound up in allegations, he won't be able to do anything other than defend himself. He will come back when evidence of his wrongdoings came out in the past. The fellow did. Nothing in approval. He was looking at her teammates for several moments before nodding. The set over the last few days. Of the last few days, connecting to her, only cut the last out whenever she really shouldn't. And she noticed Johnny played in would make things any better. For all they knew, jumping in the blood was not access plan. No, it was matter to wait for Cyber to finish decrypting everything in the little man, allowing them to catch Mother Blood and preventing the slimy man from getting away as he always did. No matter what happened, he vowed he wasn't going to win. Let's see what Mother Blood is thinking about that. What about Sam Grammy? In his hand, ran chair. Nothing a group of light in his hand. The shipment was supposed to arrive half an hour ago, only for it to never show. He already knew what had happened. So when one of his followers burst into his office in a panic, he only turned his hand to address her. Hunter, the tenants, they... he began. I know, Margaret. I can't believe. I can't believe we have again a mingling of all the different endings. He didn't go right in the process. Link said herself, waiting for Alina to finish before he followed again and her again. How much? The girl grew nervously whispering. Some of the mercenaries were able to escape, but high five and another opposite sword weren't so lucky. So much for high on top. Not found, and pressed them. And the shipment? It's sword! Forgot in a minute. There was an incident involving the North one. It tried to escape, so the mercenaries killed it. The second reaction was not and the news in absolute fury, and he got into a wave of fear. While the blood quickly go over to himself. However, from their side. Also, wow! We are having. Go. That's unfortunate. It seems that no Titans are beginning to catch on to our plan. He thought to himself before making the run away. Go! I must go move with the orphaner. Of course, Father Blood. Or a mouth, and shuffled out of the room, holding the door behind her. Father Blood waited for a few more moments, hearing the sound of her footsteps fade away. When they fully disappeared, the steps as anything through his mind against the wall. Rushing the red liquid against the marble wall, and sending shards of glass flying. But my decided he marked on the face, sending a trickle of blood, while I love his cheek, but his face is no heat, and stopped towards the empty wall. As he sat against a single panel, the second door appeared in the floor next to him, giving exactly that ran down a small chamber. He walked down the stairs, entering a small room lit by candles. The walls stained dark red in a leaping pattern. Some portraits were older than others, while some were still quite fresh. A voice blew through metal dots, fine. He walked toward the far end of the room. Of the various activities and rituals performed in the consecrated hall, those were taken to explore. He stopped in front of a large metal altar, and knelt, staring up at the stone statue of a snarling dragon. Taking a deep breath, he began to pray. Lord Trigon, he began. The bears and two armies will soon be at the door. I seek your guidance. For a moment, all was quiet. Not a sound was heard, only for the sound of blood and bleeding. The sound was broken, and a loud roar echoed from the stone statue. Its four eyes glowing red before bursting into flames. The loud king that turned to face Mother Blood intensely. Another that showing fear, and his face appeared relieved. Lord Trigon, a pleasure as always. Mother Blood hitting warmly, but Trigon shared such sentiments. If Trigon shared such sentiments, he didn't show them. Insect. Trigon began, the moving voice echoing with the voice of a legion. Do not pretend to regard me, I thought, as though I one of your pieces psychopaths? Is that how you write it? Let me. Yeah, that's one. My patience on 10, even with you. Oh, of course. But I'm not too long, and that's even half off. So like I'm playing the part of the different basketball. My writing too, however. It depends, I know. We may have all out who are playing our hand, and that are beginning to catch on. There's no doubt in my mind, and they will put the pieces together soon. After yes, that we you dare to command me. I moved. To the way standing but I'm not flying back off your feet. The fire exploded from Tiger's eyes intensified, and the room began to warm, glow in the intestine. Blood began to feel terrified, but other than show it, he managed to laugh and dusted himself off again. Of course not, master. I was merely trying to make a suggestion. I am your most humble servant of the simple one, and live through your misery. The fire raged for a few moments, before suddenly going down. This that his blood appeared to have calming effect on the demon, lasted forward. What do you suggest to me? My daughter was calming, I replied. Even now, after a pitiful attempt at reinforcement, soon there will be nothing left of me. All I need is one final push on the weakest stone, and my path will be opened. Call of your agents. Allow them to believe that that course is the correct one. Then, the time is right. Strike. Do this, and you will experience power you have never had before. Ahem. On the blood, have you never dealt with a genie before? Because what Tiger says is that you are gonna experience power that you have never felt and before. He never said that power is gonna be yours. He just said that you are gonna experience it on your money. That you will be killed by that power you have never felt before. For the first time in entire conversation, the man entered the weekend losing in. Of course, master. Is there anything else you require? I am pleased with several obedience. Second, the sound spread up down the spine, but he paid attention towards them. Yes, you know what I desire. Make it so. But about nothing and company more enough to understand. The soul continue extinguishing itself and ascended. He walked to his office door and opened it. My soul began sweeping the floor for the main hall in the room. Poor Margaret. I feel like she's gonna be a sacrifice. But the blood stared at her for a few moments, telling her with intense eyes. Margaret, my dear. But blood got out. Pulling the girl to stop what she was doing and looked towards him. Yes, father? Could you come and see me, please? That's all father requires of you. Yeah, I have a feeling we will not meet Morgan anymore. This was her first appearance, and we will not see her anymore. And we see that there was no intention to letting the story die. And the writer didn't. There is still a lot more chapters of the list. And the next chapter is gonna be in next week, I see. Probably on Monday, yeah. Most likely on Monday. We may continue. That also might me. Let me go back to the club. How long is it? No. Instead of 40 months, 40,000 months, so this will be probably another 2 parts out. Just like everyone else, everything else. There might be multiple parts later on. But yeah, this didn't die. There's a lot more we can see. And we just finished finding the tail. I know we are going slowly. But I can't do anything, my voice is not the best, and I'm leading two different stories. I would probably say because we are still doing Easter Tony. But yeah, Tiger is getting closer to getting out of the imprisonment in the other dimension where he is right now. And I am very much certain that if he gets out, then everyone dies. It's not even mother mode. But now, thank you everyone for being here, and see you next time. Bye bye.